Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Thelma's Creations and More, where today I'll be sharing with you a design team project for Studio28E on Etsy. I used her red retro vintage Christmas digital journal kit to make a like a file folder journal, pocket journal that I made using this kit. Before I keep going on the video, I want to apologize for my voice, for my coughing, my clearing my throat. I'm still not up to being myself, but I need to go ahead and move on my making my video. So without further ado, I want to share with you. Let me remove my pen holder. Want to share with you my project that I did using, oh my goodness, where did I leave it? The red retro Christmas kit. Oh, here it is. The red retro vintage Christmas digital journal kit from Studio28E on Etsy. I made a pocket out of some paper that I had. I sewed around it. This paper came from the Michaels, you know, those packs of paper they sell. This is book page. This came from her kit, some doily, and this is some crochet trim. This came from her kit. And let me show you. Part of her kit had the green paper in it. I used my envelope punch board to make a Christmas card. A doily. This came from her kit, and this was just in my stash. I made a Christmas card with it. Simply took some paper, closed it up. This is the background from one of her papers, and I added some stickles. You can see that, and I made my own Christmas card. I am starting to use digital kits, journal digital kits, just like I would normal scrapbook paper, and I'm having fun with it. I just hadn't had a chance to excuse me, to use it or to show you guys, because I have been under the weather for quite some time. This came in the kit also. It's a musical thing. It says Santa Claus, and it tells you more of Santa Claus, and it's just some music, and then I put my little tag on there. And so this is a holder. I did sew around. The top is red and the back is black. And let me tell you, I usually don't ever sew paper. I just don't. And you know what? I really like the look of it, the feel of it. And not to toot my own horn, guys, but I mean, it looks really good. I mean, I did it straight. How? I don't know, by the grace of God, but it came out very nice. So I just might be sewing more. I love that. And staying with that, I actually sewed this journal. I knotted the ends, and I actually sewed it. That's how I did my journal, my signature. I actually sewed it. So this is, let me excuse me, let me share with you the journal. The envelope itself is 8.5 by 6.5, and the journal is a little bit shorter than 8 inches and 5 inches across. So this is part of her digital kit. Like I said, I added some of this stuff. I got it over at Michael's. It's glitter glue. It's not stickles, it's glitter glue, and I used different colors in it, and I really like the way it popped her digital kit. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. So this came with her kit. I did distress the edges in red distress ink. This came from her kit, and I used it to make corner tuck spots. You'll see them throughout my journal, on the top and on the side. And I also fussy cut a lot of things from her digital papers to make it work with what I wanted it to work with. This is part of the digital kit. Again, I put some of that glitter glue because it was Christmas themed. This is a Santa. And this came from her kit as well. I cut them down and rounded the corners and had it, you know, I used a punch and I cut out the Santa Claus. I put the stickles on it, some rickrack, and I made my own little journaling cards. This comes from her kit, and this is another one of those music ones. I figured that they could use them for journaling. I'll put that back. Space for journaling. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Trying to fit it back. There we go. Space for journaling. Red distressing. Some more images. Things I cut out from her digital kit. Here, again, some of that green paper. It was on her digital kit. I fussy cut out the candy cane. I put it here. So now, this is on the page, and this is a journaling spot. And so, you know, different looks. Everything came from her kit. Made a tag, added some pearls, stickles, bling. I layered it 3 times, white, green, and red. Made it sturdy, a journaling card. This came with her kit. It's a little envelope. Opened it up. Again, I cut some paper, and then I put it in here. Made a pocket with some of her paper. Took one of her ephemera pieces, made it into a tag. Used some ribbon and crochet trim. Stickles, make it festive. This came from her kit. So I tucked this in here. Tuck this in the back. This in the back of here. And then I put the envelope in the pocket as well. So you can have flip, a note, the pocket, and all that goes there. Look how cute. And like I said, little stickle, the glitter glue here and there. Another one of those pockets. Instead of using the whole sheet, the green, remember the, here you go. No, it's not this one. But it's the same principle. This green one was something like the whole page like that. So whatever was left over here, I cut it up and I used things to do, nope, that wasn't there, journaling cards and stuff like that. Here's another one, simply layered. Same thing here. It was from her kit, and then I backed it up on this one. This one was from her kit as well, and this was leftover piece from here. So I made this into a journaling card in the back, and I fussy cut this from another page, put it on top. And so you know, from the kit you can come up with a lot of things that way. The same thing, this was stuff that I cut out from the pages. I liked the scenery or whatever. Some of them have glitter, some of them don't, and I use them as journaling cards so that I can do it here. Again, fussy cut her out. Also glitter glue. This was like that from her kit. Fussy cut that out. More glitter glue. Things for space for journaling. This was something I had. This was from her kit. I love the candy cane border. This was here. And again, remember the other little piece? I did it. Use it for a journaling spot here. I used it on top and I made a tuck spot. Here was a piece of the page, and I cut it out, and so I left it whole. I thought that it would look cute here. She can tuck it in here, but I also thought it would be great to put matte a picture in the back, and so she can journal and do that. This was in the kit. Adorable. In my stash, this was in her kit. See how I distressed it with a red distressing ink? I cut this out of the digital kit, so I cut that one out also. This as well. And now it becomes a lower tuck spot. This was in her kit. Again, white, layer the red on top of the green, some fabric that I had, Christmas fabric, tiny attacher, and then I put a little bit of glitter glue, more of journaling space right here. Put this in the back, and so it becomes a cute little tag. And here you go, the rest of that one. Look at the children. This was part of it. I cut it out here as well, so it becomes like a little decoration on the on the page. And now you can journal, and you enjoy that. This came with a kit. The Santa Claus hat was different, just like this. I cut it out. Let me see. There was a stocking and the bag, and this was loose, or like this, right? I fussy cut it, but this one had a cat on it, and I decided to put the little hat on the cat, and I think it came out so cute. And again, this one layered on the green, layered on this piece of paper that I had left over from one of my Christmas projects, and I put it in here. This came from the kit. Made a lower pocket here. Beautiful, vintage and stuff like that. This came with a kit. This I already had in my stash. This came with a kit. I just fussy cut it out. And another candy cane. This came with a kit. Put some glitter glue on here. Made another tag. Again, white, red, green. Crochet trim. This was, if you remember, I ended up printing this twice. Here I removed the candy cane just so it looked different, but see, two different looks. This one has, I put glitter glue on it and used it as a decoration, and this one I left as is and I used as a tag. So two different looks, same kit. I like to do that a lot. I like to use up my paper. I had a little piece. I just tied some ribbon, put this on there, made a little bookmark, and then this was part of the digital paper. I left the reindeer as is and left it as journaling spot. And so this is the back cover of this one, and it turned out to be a really cute little excuse me, a cute little journal that goes in its pocket. Fits perfectly in there with a matching little Christmas card that came from the kit. So if you're interested in this kit, it was Red Retro Vintage Christmas Digital Journal Kit from Studio28E on Etsy. And again, thanks for stopping by my channel. Bye guys.